Once again, Jeremy, thank you so much. You know, as you heard, one of the questions was, one challenge that we have at INTA is, and as you probably see, we're trying to meet FELDA's requirement and the international management requirement. So that's why sometimes it has to be beyond agriculture, beyond. So one thing is, as I was putting this design together, keeping mindful how to achieve the 70%. So it becomes easier for you. We're still working, because as the modules evolve, working with Dr. Sufyan, who's in charge of this program. He's not yet here because he's out in Sabah anyway. To see how we can incorporate so that lepas ini satu tahun, that's really the, and that's why sometimes we also have to talk about general things while being specific. We have to introduce concepts beyond agriculture, beyond farming, so that you get a holistic. That's. But I want to move on to talk a little bit about this program again from the core, because now that after you've gone through 2 modules, you have an idea of what's happening. I've explained this in the first module. Tapi masa tu, maybe it's just blur. Now, maybe it gets a little clearer because we've experienced it. How many of you have got the book Leadership Pipeline? Received that? Everybody received, right? Yeah. How many of you have read the book? Not yet. Because on Thursday I will have an exam on the book. What page? Oh, seriously, you need to read the book because the book has a wonderful concept. Okay? Just talks about it. If you can understand the pipeline, then you can prepare yourself all the way. This book is more necessary in FELDA because he is a very strong believer in this book. And so the whole leadership pipeline in FELDA is built around this book. So understanding it will give you a distinctive advantage. Satu, you also can talk to him the right way, but just reflect. Primarily, the book talks about the pipeline of leaders. That means for you to become a CEO, you actually have to go through these 6 turns. That's the pipeline. So starting from here of managing stuff. That means your first job is always just you dengan individual you manage. So you perform okay. Then you make the first turn from here to here, managing others. So that when you manage others the first time, and then you become a supervisor, first time manager. And what you've been preparing is for that. How to move from managing self to managing other people. Could be individuals, could be teams. And then from here, the next turn is managing managers. Now you become a middle manager, you have many managers. It's different. Managing others, managing managers are different. Because others, maybe sometimes you have a spread, people very good, not so good. Managers, most of them will be the better. Because that's why they're managers. And then, once you're successful from here, you move to managing functions. Now, you have several managers, but also you become responsible for quality, for maybe finance, maybe for marketing. So you have to take care of functions. And from managing function, the next term normally is managing a business. That means now you have several functions, the whole value chain, and from there you manage the profit of the organization, the income of the organization, the growth of the organization. And from there, you become a group. So now not just one product, but maybe several products, several value chain. And then finally you make a turn of enterprise. This may be a whole group you're taking care of. So this is Charan in his book first of all says this is the 6th turn people take to become right or wrong. And his theory is that the problem he found out that many people are here, but just cannot manage or lead the people. They are a CEO, but don't know how to talk to the staff. They may be a businessman, but tak tahu macam mana inspire. They may be a CEO, but always end up they want to do themselves. They found that people move up all the way here, but they don't have this basic capability. And organizations are very successful. The folks here have very strong this capability. And he found out in his research why that happens is from the beginning itself, people are trained. You have the people skill first, then you move to the manager skill, then you move to the function skill, then to the business skill, all the way. And in his research says, good organization must put a lot of effort here, not here. Once the person becomes a CEO, then you will teach a person how to communicate too late. Because a guy too clever already, too successful won't listen to you. That's why many organizations, not just all over the world, this is the issue. Because the pipeline was not structured properly. So, Nick in his talk, he says, yeah, I have to set the pipeline. Maybe it will take a few years, maybe take 10 years. But when you all become right on top, you have the people with the right people. So that's the intent. That's how the pipeline works. And so when we build this program is for folks who are moving from managing some to managing others. In fact, by right, this program must be for executives. Because getting them prepared to become managers. But in FELDA says, no, we have a lot of managers potential. We need to start with the managers. And so from the 9-box grid, they got all the green, they say, this is our future bet. We're going to bet on these people, and we're going to train them up to the right skill, so that they can move our way. So in one of my conversations, as we're talking as a presenting, Nick also said, hey, if this is executive masters, can we make this moving from here to here, maybe a master, full master. Then maybe all the way up here, maybe a PhD. No, that's what he's saying. So the pipeline is you can keep growing. So you grow each turn, you get better qualified, and you keep growing. So as I build it, I kept that in mind. Now how to move from executive master, maybe to full master. The full master, maybe go to a PhD. And that's the skill. But the area we are focusing is on the bottom, which is from managing self, managing others, the people power. That's where the strong emphasis is. While if you look at the typical MBA, there's not only people, they also look very much from a business. Because MBA is business. So they look at process, they look at resource management, and then people management. That's why like marketing, finance, that's what it is. But as the group, as you all pointed out, can we have other modules? Yes. I've packed some of these modules in the last. The last module is filled with all the management, quality, finance, speed, marketing, those things. But not plenty. Probably a 4 hours module, covering the whole aspect. So that it can also meet the requirement of the internship. Any questions so far at this point? Okay. So in this particular program, we went back to Ram Charan's study and says, what makes a terrific first line manager? What makes this person, actually he called it first time or first line, it's the same. So what makes the person fantastic? And his research says 3 things. First, this person will be able to define and assign work that will be done to people. That means now he's got people already. So first he can define the work properly and he can assign them. And he does it very well. And because it is involved, things get done. Second, he enables the direct report to do the work. So after you assign, he can actually or she can actually make the person do the work. Either by being there, helping them, or sometimes getting out of the way. Not all the time you must be there. So let them, empower them, get them to do the work. And the third is, because while the people are doing the work here, sometimes to help them, he has to have contact outside. That means he can work with the quality department, he can work with the finance department, he can work with the mills, he can work with HR. So he has all the social contact to support his department. Because his people rely on him. So this is the three things he studies. So if you will build a program for first line manager, you must make sure that they come out with these things. And that's why we have those syllabus. Building relationship, building rapport, getting team, making sure that you can manage your performance, communicating. That's why it works. Actually, this is the first program in the world that's built on this. In the world. Because there's no other program available on Ramcharan's book at this level. I actually went out and searched a lot. Finally, we decided we had to build our school. And you are the first school. So some of the formats you are creating for the rest of the world. By the way, this program will be run in Indonesia very soon. And various times in China once. Because Ramcharan is very famous. You don't know who Ramcharan is? That guy is Jack Welch consultant. Jack Welch. Actually, Jack Welch is very famous. He's in many universities, but he was Jack Welch consultant. Because he's Jack Welch consultant, Jack Welch is the CEO of the century. He became very famous. I think he's coming around somewhere around invited. Okay? So if this is what is required,